Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. You've been there, right? Standing in a room, talking to a group, or even just walking down the street, and you totally miss it, you didn't see it. But she gave you the sign. Yep, you heard me right. She sent you a signal clear as day, and you walked right past it like it was nothing. Happens to the best of us. So today, we're going deep into this. The signs women give, why we miss them, what they mean, and how to tune into them so you stop letting golden chances slip away. Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll see the signs so clearly, you'll wonder how you ever missed them. All right, picture this. You're at a coffee shop. She's sitting 2 tables away, casually sipping her drink, glancing at you, then looking away. Maybe her friend whispers something and they both laugh. Now your brain is probably telling you, it's nothing, just random glances. But here's the thing, it's not random. Most of the time, women don't waste their energy looking twice unless there's a reason. And if she gives you that second glance, or better yet, holds eye contact just a split second longer, that's your green light. That's the moment. But most guys miss it because we've been trained not to believe what's right in front of us. You see, women don't always walk up and say, "Hey, I'm interested." That's not their style. They speak a different language. It's not about words. It's about the vibe, the energy, the subtle gestures that float through the air like smoke. And unless you're tuned in, it's easy to brush them off as coincidence. Let me tell you a little story. A buddy of mine, let's call him Mark, was at this bookstore. Old school place, the kind with the cozy chairs and the smell of coffee and paperbacks. This girl sits across from him, reading the same author. She even tilted the cover so he could see the title. She smiled when their eyes met, then went back to reading. Now Mark thought, she's just friendly. But I knew that was a sign. She didn't just flash the book by accident. She wanted him to notice. She wanted him to start the conversation. But guess what? He walked out without saying a word, and when he told me the story later, I couldn't help but shake my head. Now fast forward a week. Mark's back at the same spot, and guess who's not there? Right, she moved on. Someone else who could read the signs probably caught her attention. Lesson learned the hard way. The thing about signs is that they're not loud. They're not meant to be. They're gentle nudges. Like when she plays with her hair when you're nearby, or her feet point in your direction even if her body's facing another way. Or when she laughs at a joke that wasn't even that funny, but she's just happy you're talking. That's the sign. But it's so easy to overlook because most of us are stuck in our own heads, worried about what to say or what to do next. So here's the secret. Stop thinking. Start observing. Pay attention to the way she mirrors your movements. Watch her eyebrows, her posture, her tone. If she leans in just slightly when you speak, if her voice softens, if her eyes light up, even if it's for just a second, that's not an accident. That's her giving you the sign. And let me clear something up real quick. This isn't about being some mind reader or trying to manipulate anybody. It's about connection. Women are just more subtle about it. They send signals all the time, but the world taught us to be blind to them. They've been told not to be too forward, and you've been told not to assume. So the real art lies in balancing the two, noticing without overthinking, acting without hesitation. Now I know some of you are probably thinking, but I'm not that confident. I don't know what to do even if I saw the sign. And that's okay. Confidence doesn't show up before the opportunity. It shows up when you take action. Even a simple, "Hey, I noticed we've got the same taste in books," can spark something incredible. The sign isn't an invitation to deliver some perfect line. It's just the door opening. You've got to step through it. And if you're still not sure whether you saw the sign, let me give you a cheat code. If you even think she might have given you a signal, she probably did. Doubt usually shows up when we feel out of practice. But the truth is, your gut picks it up before your brain does. Trust that. Now let's get real. Sometimes the sign isn't about romance at all. Sometimes it's about human connection. Maybe she's having a rough day and your presence feels safe. Maybe it's not a full-on romantic vibe, but a doorway to a real conversation, one that could lead to a friendship, a business opportunity, or something else entirely. Being present and open is the key. You see, most people live their lives half awake. They walk through their day staring at screens, scrolling, disconnected from the world around them. And when someone finally looks up and sends them a signal, a glance, a smile, a light touch on the arm, they miss it because they weren't tuned in. But if you can shift your focus, even just a little, you'll start to see a world full of signs, full of people quietly hoping someone will notice. Now let me tell you another story. I was out at this outdoor market, sunny day, perfect weather, and I saw this woman walk past a guy who was clearly deep in his phone. She slowed down just slightly, glanced back twice, even adjusted her hair, clearly hoping to be noticed. The guy never looked up. He missed it. And that moment, that fleeting second, was all she was willing to give. She didn't stop, didn't turn back, didn't wait for him. Because the world moves fast, the signs are brief. If you hesitate, you miss them. But here's the cool part. Once you start paying attention, the world almost feels like it's in slow motion. You start to see the patterns, the way people act when they're drawn to you, the way a conversation shifts when someone's interested, the way the air feels different when something's about to happen. And when you get there, when you're tuned in like that, you won't miss the signs anymore. You'll move through life with more confidence, more ease, and way more connection. Now, if you're still with me, I want you to think back to a moment, just one, where you felt like maybe you missed something. Maybe it was that glance from across the room, or the way someone lingered a little longer in conversation. Maybe they touched your arm when they didn't have to. I guarantee you, that was the sign. You just weren't ready to see it. But from now on you will be, because the signs are always there. You just have to open your eyes. Before we wrap this up, let me leave you with one final thought. The world doesn't hand you moments on a silver platter. The universe gives you hints, little nudges, soft signals. Whether it's love, friendship, opportunity, it never shouts, it whispers. You didn't see it before, but now you will. Thanks for hanging out with me today. If this clicked with you, if your mind's already replaying those missed moments, don't worry, we've all been there. But from today forward, you're going to notice. And when you do, life's about to get a whole lot more interesting. All right, catch you in the next one. Stay sharp, stay aware, and remember, you didn't miss it. You just weren't looking, but now you are.